Hello, happy Monday. Please may I have sound this time, because last time this is the moment where I had no sound and I was talking and you couldn't hear me. So hopefully I have sound today. And hello, welcome to a new week. So far, so good. It's still running. So we'll see what happens today. Right, so a new page to make today, and I'm going to get very inky today. So I hope you're ready for that. I'm just checking to make sure there is sound now that that's kind of the delay bit where I have to make sure that it has all worked. Yes! Okay, we have sound. It has been confirmed. We're all good. Right, so here, what we're going to do today. Hi. So I'm actually going to do a single photo today. And it's because I have some other photos that I want to scrapbook from this same day. But this particular photo was one of those moments where you look at the back of the camera and you're just like, oh! And I think those moments get their own page. Is that a fair enough rule? Can I start that? So this is what I'm going to scrapbook. Yes. Boy on a carousel. And I'm going to get quite inky with the background because I've got a plan. I've got an idea. And I'm giving Maureen some autumn vibes with the orange. And I've got a tiger. And I'm very proud of this as a secondhand find. I thought it was excellent for secondhand. Yeah. So I've got Raja the tiger from Aladdin. Right. Now. Sorry, I got off track of carousels thinking about orange and tigers. Right, so let's change over and let's have a look at this plan, shall we? Okay, so here's the photo. I'm going to be starting with white Foundations cardstock. Foundations paper because it's really thick and I can put loads of stuff on it and not worry about it warping. If you don't have Foundations paper and you want to try with just plain white cardstock, it'll work. You just need to be careful about how wet it gets, and then you can flatten it out with a heavy book if you want. Or even better, if you have plain white socks, not white socks, white card stock. Yes. Okay, if you have plain white cardstock and you have some gesso, you can cover your page in gesso and let it dry and then start working, and that will give your page more bite, and so you can put more stuff on it before it starts warping. But anyway, a lot of what I'm going to do today does not involve water, just ink. So it's okay. We're going to be all right. Now, where did my big Sharpie go? Here it is. I didn't put it in the drawer. So let's do an amazing sketch of where we're going with this today. All right. So I get my square from my page because I know what I like, and I like 12 by 12. And I've got one single 4x6. And that is going to go over here on this really nice top left thirds placement. Here's what I mean by that. Imaginary pencil lines. I mean, the pencil lines are not imaginary, but they're not going to be on the layout. So if I draw a hashtag over my page, some of you are like, yes, I know this on repeat. But just in case you've never heard me say this, just in case you're new, if you're new, welcome, hi. These 4 spots are where our eyes go naturally. And guess what? This one is actually the most powerful for people who read from left to right like we do in English, because it's where we look by habit. Look, that's why they put Vicky's name here. Whoop, there you go. If you go to a newspaper, where are they going to put the name of the newspaper? Top left. Where are they going to put the headline? Just under that. Yeah, so that top left corner is big. So this is where our eyes will go naturally. So that's where I'm going to put my single photo. Okay. You have to pretend the pencil lines are not there. And then, oh my goodness. We've got a stencil in this kit that I've barely used. So I'm going to do stenciling on this third line. So that pencil line there. There's going to be stenciling. I'm going to put some stamps in here. There's going to be some confetti. There's just going to be lots of inky color on this line. Yeah? And it's going to be weighted more toward the top. Then over here, there's going to be a smaller version of the same thing, but with no photo, with a journaling box. Yes? So this is picture. This is journaling. Okay, and I'll make that look like J-O-U. I don't know. Right. So then a smaller version of the same thing down here on that, this intersection here. Okay? Big inky top left, tiny little right one, tiny little one on the bottom right. And Amy's laughing at me because I say draw a hashtag. Well, part of it comes from the fact I used to say draw a noughts and crosses board, but part of the problem comes in that and what you call tic-tac-toe in America, we call noughts and crosses here. But the two countries, not everyone realizes that the game has another name in the other country. So you say noughts and crosses to like an average American and they're like, I'm sorry, what? And you would think that tic-tac-toe was a name that people understood here, but not all. I would say maybe 50% of people here know that tic-tac-toe and noughts and crosses are the same. So anyway, also I've just realized, is the volume really, really loud when I'm talking? You said sound was okay, so I'm going to leave it be. But if it's getting too shouty, let me know, because it just popped up and went, you're in the red! Oh no. Okay, let's go back to this camera then. Oh, actually, while I'm here, shall I do my advertising speech? Okay. Hi, my name's Shamel. I teach online scrapbooking classes, I design scrapbooking products, and I help you use them to tell your stories in a creative way. It's not just my hobby, it is my job, and that means that anytime I scrapbook on the internet, it's considered advertising, and legally I have to make sure that you are aware of that. Thank you for coming to watch my hashtag advertising. And I do hope that I try to make it both entertaining and useful for you, even if it is considered by law to be advertising. If you ever have any questions about the stuff that goes on behind the scenes, just let me know. Okay? Cool. Right. Oh, also, I work with one kit for the whole month. It's called Best of Both Worlds, and all the details are in the description box, including the link where you can go to get what I'll be using next month, or a list of everything I use this month. Cool, cool? Awesome. All right. Let's go back to the other hand. Right. So now we can... That's my whole plan. It looks really simple like that, but I don't feel like it's going to be simple to make. Right. Oh, Claire, were you not here last week? I love it that we're going to have people who this is still new. Like, there'll be the people who were here last week or have watched on replay since last Friday, and they're like, oh yeah, she does this thing now where she can talk to the camera. And then there'll be people who are like, I'm sorry, what's happening? And we can still surprise them. Right, I need my mat to keep Maleficent safe. Maleficent. I'm getting inky today, darling, so we're going to cover you up. That's Maleficent. She's precious. Also, she might turn into a dragon if I get her too messy. So there we go. Hello, Suki. Who else we got? Sci-Fi Scrapper says, you can call the UK Disney offices and you get an American voice saying, press pound for more options. My phone doesn't have a pound symbol. I was so confused. Hashtag, pound symbol, number sign. All these things. Okay. Oh, Claire was on the cruise. I see. We'll let you off. I've heard very interesting reviews. I'm not feeling as much FOMO about the cruise as I was at one point. I was at one point really sad. I'm going, oh, all my Disney friends are going on the Disney cruise, and I'm not because I don't like boats, and it's a lot of money to do something that you don't like. Where's my stencil? Here it is. And so, yeah. So at one point I was a little FOMO-y about it, but since people have come back, they certainly had a wonderful time, but everyone who knows me really well has gone, no, you would have wanted to be at a park and not be on the boat. So yay. All right. I hope you had a wonderful time though, Claire. Hello, Leslie. Right, I need some tape to stick this stencil down. Where are you gone, tape? I mean, it's not like I have a giant bucket of washi here. I can get more tape. Let's have this one. George is like, I'm not a fan of boats, but I am a fan of Disney. Yes. No, I think it was it was people who knew me really well. Well enough to be like, no, you would have wanted to be in a park. You would have been sad that you're not in a park. So, we'll see. How do I do a small bit of messy in the bottom corner, says Laura. Whenever I try small mixed media, it just spreads out and takes over the whole page. Well, we shall see. That may be, indeed, the big question. Now, what color was our kit color this month? It was the green, wasn't it? Yeah, this one. This is this month, right? And so we'll start with that. But also, I think there needs... Oh, wow. There's actually no green in this. There's some green in the background. Okay, I'll use some green. And then I'm going to go with the colors that are in here. Of this kind of red and yellow, but then also add in orange. So if I'm doing green, basically I'm doing 4 colors in a row on the color wheel or in this spectrum. So I'm going to do red, orange, yellow, green. Decided. That's it. So I need 4 boopers, basically. That's not the right one. 1, 2. Let's get handles first and then sort out boop tops. 2, 3. I should have one more. Where you gone? Okay. Right. So if we do green, yellow, orange. I'm going to go ahead and preview next month's color because Carved Pumpkin is next month's color and that's an orange, so I'll use that one. Carved Pumpkin. And, ooh, which red? Should we go really rich and go Festive Berries? Okay, so here's my plan. Festive Berries. This is actual ink. That's not. So I go by this. Festive Berries, Carved Pumpkin, Mustard Seed, Mowed Lawn. Are we happy with that? Boop, boop, boop. I think it's going to be interesting. It'll work. It'll work. Right, let's go. So, put these out. And get boopers for each of them. That looks like mustard seed already. Yeah. Mustard seed. Mustard seed. The seed of the mustard. Yes. Right. Hold on. What else do I need? Carved Pumpkin. Does that have a booper top yet? Yes, it does. And Festive Berries. Which is here. All right. I'm actually going to start with the yellow. All right, you got a clear view of all this. Yes. So starting with yellow because it's the lightest of those. And then I can kind of use that as the outside color. So this one's going to go furthest out, and then I can fill in some gaps. But I think lighter toward the outside is going to be key in it not taking over. So, you know what's funny is that a lot of this is not wanting to go through the stencil. It's a really tiny stencil, and I I will say, if you have lots of both options, the brushy ones like this probably work better with the tiny stencil like that. But you know me, I'm stubborn. And I don't want a whole new sets of tools for everything. So I'm just going to be patient and boop. Are you ready? Boop, 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 doop, boop, 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 doop, boop, with the booper. Yeah. So if you're new around here, this is called booper. It's called booper head. It's something you can call your friends if they've been mean to you. Hey, you booper head. Totally acceptable. Okay. So making this kind of corner here. Yeah. Okay. Want to keep this stencil in the same place, but not like I don't want to take all of this color off the stencil, but just some of the color off the stencil. All right. So I'm going to do it like that. Let's go to the pumpkin. Pumpkin! Okay, so I'm going to stay inside that yellow. And because these two colors are right next to each other on the color wheel, I'm going to just blend these in rather than start some new space, okay? Amy wants to know if it's acceptable to call third graders booper heads. I think so, but you know, your mileage may vary. It's become quite the thing in our house. Oh. You know, the sort of thing that's like you put your drink down without a coaster and you say, oh, you booper head! You did it wrong! Please use the coaster! Thank you! Yes, it's that level of use. Cool. Alright. So then into red. Now, see, I haven't got ink over here. So I'm going to try. Then the next color is going to be in its own space. This is going to feel very bright. Also, why is that berries really wet? Like it's just wet. It's a wetter ink than the rest of my Distress Oxides. It may bleed under here, I don't know. We shall find out. Okay, so I do want it to blend into the yellow a little bit, but not a whole lot. Right. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to pick this up now. Just a second. Kind of blending these spots. Okay. Quite happy with what that's looking like, where there's a bit of a blend. Just be patient with it. Yay! Okay, so that all looks lovely and subtle and yeah. Okay, so now I want to add in the green. But I want the green to kind of feel like a separate entity, even though it's the same stencil. So hold up. Let me spray this a bit. I don't want all of these colors blending in, so I'm just going to give this a clean. There we go. Right, green. Sarah says, with how bright that is in the green, she thinks she's going to get Christmas vibes. Well, that's why I want to be really careful with the green in a funny little way. So I'm just going to add the green in one little spot, and it's not going to be with the red. It's going to be over here. this little kind of chevron row of the green over here. Hey, not too Christmassy. I don't think, anyway. Okay, so let's have a look at how that's, yeah. In fact, it's only a tiny amount of green. That's okay, because I'm going to be adding lots more to this. So let's look next at stamps. And I have this stamp set for this. Sophia's like, cleaning stencils? What is this madness? Yeah, Julie's style and my style for what I'm going on this are two completely different things. So yes, you could totally do the same tools and not clean them and let all the ink colors bleed together. Totally. But that's not what I'm doing. Just that's all there is to it. You can totally do that, but it's not what I'm doing today. Different looks. I want this to be really crisp on top of the white, even though there's going to be lots of inkiness going on. I don't want it all blended together, but if you want it blended together, do that. It looks cool too. It's just not what I want to do today. Right. Now, so these are the stamps from August. So that's why I'm starting with these. And I've got a little sunshine here. I'm going to get my yellow. Now, where's that photo going? Right about there. I'm going to put the sun up here in this corner. And I'm going to give it a face. You don't have to give your sunshines a face, but I like it. So which face are we going to do? We're going to do that one. Yay! It's all cute. Claire says next I'll be cleaning my stamps too. Well, you've seen how I clean stamps. Either I stamp it off like this, or I use my little green thing, which I think is underneath all this. Don't worry, there's still a mountain of stash next to me. Let's not get too crazy. It's all just piled up on my trimmer. Ergo, scissors. Okay. Need a bigger block for those words. They are bigger than that. Right. I'm going to go orange for the words. Connie is starting to feel a little uncomfortable with all the colors. What, with 4 colors? Really? Right. I wanted orange for letters. Yeah. So use this one that says sunshine. I'm very curious because 3 colors in a color scheme is, you know, seen as super simple place to start in scrapbooking design of color. You know, like make a page with 3 colors in your color scheme. So what would make 4, like that extra step, intimidating? I'm actually genuinely interested because I have this class about, you know, color coming up, and so if it really does make a big jump to you from 3 to 4, I would love to hear what that feeling is like. I'm going to do the smiles first and then put the ampersand in. Georgia says scrapbooking mood boards tend to have 5 or 6 colors, so 4 seems minimal. Yeah. Lindsay, I don't. If you get somebody sending you help about putting things away, I don't. Yeah, I don't have that info. You can send that person to me too. Okay. Now, more stuff to go behind here. Class will launch in September. Don't worry. Which means I've got, a certain number of days to get it done. Everybody in the comments just went, what? Hold on, what class? Yeah. Class details will be out within this month. It is what I'm working on. Boop, boop, boop. Now, let's add some paper in here. I'm going to be putting more ink and stuff in there, but let's add some paper too, so that I can see how much room everything needs. So things we've got. Don't lose the dots. Okay. So that has some orange. That has orange. The lettering has orange. Got some red, but I don't have a lot of red in here. I've got this beautiful vellum that of course needs to go in there. Oh, I could take the red from last month's rainbow kit. Can do that. Can do that. Okay. That can be this can be the journaling card, but I'll just take that title off. Okay, let's get the red from last month's kit. Connie says 10 days to figure it out. Well, just 10 days to have everything that needs to be ready before I launch. Yeah. There we go. Okay, so I've got red here and here, same red. And I've got yellow and I've got orange. So this is last month's kit plus this month's kit. We cool with that? Barbara says, if I have a class pass, will I get notified about the class? Good question. If you have a class pass, which is when you sign up for like a whole big block of classes all together, you don't need to do anything. You will just get the information when the class starts. You'll just get it. That's all there is to it. You don't have to do anything. Okay. Right. So things I want like just some strips. Oh, border punch. Border punches. Let's sort it out. Hashtag organized, Georgia. I'm going straight to them. What will I pull out? I've got my big scallop. Should I just start with that? Oh, I could even be really retro. Think, oh, that wasn't hashtag organized, Shamal. I just threw it on the floor. Right. Okay, I could go a bit retro here. Because I have these. Hold on, did I just grab the ones I thought? No, that's not the ones I want. No, don't let down the organized Georgia. Where are they? Didn't I keep them? Yes, here they are. Okay. It's going to be worth the wait. Are you ready? So the border punch plus border punch. What do we say? Am I this retro today? Oh yes, I think I am. I think the yellow needs the scallop. And then we'll do this in a darker color so it's got some contrast. Yes, Elaine, the floor is my favorite shelf. Everything I own is on a shelf. It's just that the floor is also a shelf. It's my favorite shelf. So we're going to do a strip of this scallop. and yellow. Today is a very exciting filming day, I have to say, because I'm the only one in the house. What? Seriously, this has not happened. You're lucky that I could actually bring myself to scrapbook, because most of me wanted to just be like, hey, I'm in the house all by myself. Let's just like watch a movie or something that no one else wants to watch. But no, I want to scrapbook with you. It's all good. Okay. So we're going to have a strip of that to about here. And I'm going to fix what went wonky in my cutting. I know, Georgia! I'm home alone. He's had to go to the office today for the first time like ages. I think I had my friend asked me this morning. She's like, "So when's the last time this happened?" And I said, "I think there was an afternoon in about May, because the Adhesive Avengers office, they decided they increased their number of employees and decreased the office space to have to be able to like keep people working at home part-time, like, yeah, anyway, moving on from that. So in May he had to go in and collect all his stuff, and that's when he found out that mice had taken over his desk. That was great. And then today is the first time that they have actually said, we need your team to come in person. It's just a one-off, it's just today. But yeah, kind of bizarre. This just doesn't happen. So here we go. Right, some little pumpkins there. Now, hands up if you've been a paper crafter long enough that you have some fancy edged scissors. Is that ASMR? Okay, so going to follow a nice line here. So this pair of scissors is really funny. Creating Keepsakes, if you're unaware, was a scrapbooking magazine. And it was huge for quite a while. Like, you could buy it in American grocery stores level huge. And I think this was a subscription gift at one point. But I got these in my prize package from the Hall of Fame. You know, in 1885. Yeah, so they had this particular edge in their logo on the magazine. Like, it had a little corner piece here with a little piece of paper that had been cut, and it was that edge. So you got like their logo in a pair of scissors. Why not? I just realized I did all that cutting the adhesive on Friday, didn't I? I'm thinking, why are my scissors so sticky? Because you haven't cleaned them since you spent an hour cutting adhesive. Whoops. Okay, I want this one to be narrower, so I'm going to take it down to just near that one dot instead of the second row of dots. Oh no, Georgia, you burn out. You gotta slow down, girl. Okay, so Georgia says, I lost my mojo. I think it's burnout from so much scrapbooking. But I did create a layout this weekend, which I really like. Well, yay. We have come back. Yay. I'm glad that you've found a little creativity. You can make it. And just remember that creativity will come and go. It's very normal. It doesn't mean that it's gone forever. I'm convinced, you know, even the great artists have days off. We're definitely allowed days where we don't feel like making stuff, or we make stuff and it doesn't feel right, like doesn't come out how we want it. All these things are normal. Just roll with it. Amy, not cleaning your scissors is a booberhead move that I do all the time. Oh no, Claire says her unicorn, says Georgia too, are definitely in a slump. We sent photos of ourselves the other day to remind each other of what we look like. Aww. Oh, hold on, Pam. Tell me about this. Are they doing conventions again or something? Pam just said, yay for CK coming back to Texas. I need more details. I've missed this bit of info somehow. Are they doing a convention? What are they doing? Okay, then we're going to have... Oh, just for Amy. Just for Amy. Which way do I want it? I want it this way. So I've got one bordered, punched, one scissored, fancy edge scissors, and one torn. That's funny that we start talking about the old CK conventions. Catherine says they're really good fun. When I was setting up my studio, I found something. Where did I put it? Oh, there it is. This is my teaching apron from my convention days. So I used to wear this tiny little apron where, you know, I could have like loads of decorative edge scissors or punches or whatever I was using in class just hanging around my waist. But I had all these pins. Oh, do you know what I did? I just went back to the days where I scrapbooked upside down and I went to show you like that. Oh my goodness. Anyway, so I have, what do I have on here? I have a UK Scrappers badge, CKU album Atlanta, just a normal CK badge, the Washington Scrapbook Convention, which did a few times, CKU in New England, and Oklahoma Scrapbook Convention, which did a couple times too. Yeah, it was still in with my crafty stuff for so long. Yeah, I didn't even realize it still had that apron, and so when I found it, I was like, oh wow. Sorry, Amy, I just realized that was Amy's big no. Amy says you were collecting pins before it was a big thing. I think it kind of was. Yeah, without realizing it. I didn't have whole little boards of them like I do now. Okay, I may want to pick this up and put more ink down around it, but I think... Oh, because I'm going to want to do... Okay, so I'm just going to tap them into place. It's okay. Yes. Or was it Sophia who thought I was going to start scrapbooking upside down? When I got it all set up, the Adhesive Avenger was like... It is a bit like the whole scrapping upside down thing. And it's always really funny because some people will be like, I don't understand. Why would you ever scrapbook upside down? But it made perfect sense and it worked at the time. Oh, what's Claire saying? Oh, okay, sorry. You said volume, and I thought you meant, you couldn't hear me, but you meant volume as in the volume of pages you've been making. That's fine. Carry on, as you were. Okay, so that's going to go on there. Tomorrow it has... Tamara? Tomorrow. Could be either. Has no photos to scrap, so she's making base pages for future photos, which is a great strategy, but I am very curious how you've ended up with no photos to scrap. I take way too many photos for this to ever happen, so it's a very foreign concept. Okay. And I want to map this photo, and I want a journaling box in here too. To the other side. I don't feel like I'm going in a nice orderly order here. An orderly order? No. Chaotic order. chaos and chaotic WB's favorite words at the moment. So they invented a new playground game. And he was describing it to me, and I said, so what do you call this? And he said, we call it Chaos Tag. Chaos Tag. And it's where instead of one person being it, you start with half the players are it. And you don't know who is and who isn't. I think that's part of the game as well. You don't know who's it and who's not it. Chaos Tag. Oh, it just made me laugh so much. Now I want green. Have I got green in that other kit? Yes. Okay. Stacy's up to 53 pages with no photos. Claire, you're fine. Tiger words. No, it's not a trigger word. You're fine. It just made me go, oh, hold on. It's absolutely fine. Okay, so I could makeshift that green. Did I use all the other green? From August kit? Yeah, apparently. Okay, so we'll makeshift it here. It's fine. Here's what we're going to do. So I'm going to cut. I almost cut that with the wrong scissors. Ha ha. Cut this and this side. Regarding burnout, I do like what a few people have mentioned in the comments, that it's nice to then sometimes go to another craft. And I think this is why I like knitting as a second craft, because I'm following a pattern. The thing I love about scrapbooking is that I'm never following a pattern, and I never make anything the same twice. But in knitting, I'm just following directions. Sometimes I can't do that, but Jill says November, October. I missed what Jill's replying to. Did I say November, or is that in the comments? Okay, anyway. Yes, I love October. October is my time of the year. I love it. And also it's my birthday. Right, so then this needs... Or should it be the yellow? It might need the yellow behind it. Oh, and I've got two yellows. Hold on, because I've got this yellow. This is actually in the September kit. Let's do that. Yeah. Oh, that was not my best cutting ever. No, it was not. It's going to be okay, though. And this is going to need Popios. Let's pop it up. Georgia says, do you have birthday plans this year, Shamal? Well, yes and no. So, 2020, my birthday, we had booked... Cassie and I had booked to go to Disneyland Paris as just the two of us, just grown-ups with October birthdays, going to see a mouse, and maybe having far too many overpriced drinks that have light cubes in them. Yeah, that obviously got canceled last year. It kept getting bumped up, and it currently... So it did get bumped to my birthday this year, and then in September when they started saying, the travel rules are going to change on the 1st of October, before they'd announced it, and the press kept saying, we think they're going to change on the 1st. We both agreed that traveling within 1 week of the rules changing was too much stress for us. So we bumped it one more month, because the tickets now, we can just keep bumping it, just keep pushing it back. And I did not mean to take those backs off yet. Okay, so it's going to go about there, but I need to just put it here. Now, stencil for the bottom section. So currently we've booked it for the first week in November, and we will move it again if we need to move it again. Yeah. Okay, so I can even see, even though I kind of wiped this clean, I didn't give it a wash in the sink or anything. So I can see where my colors were. I'm going to take that and go the other way. I'm going to put this under here. Because of course I've done everything in the wrong order, but that's fine. So that does mean that the arrows, if you kind of, I don't know, this pattern, the chevron pattern, you can kind of view it in a few different ways. So if you view it as arrows, it might look like it's pointing up one way and down another way, but it isn't really, because it's just each line goes the other way. So it's just which way you pair the lines. So yes, at the moment we're booked for the first week of November, and that is still Halloween festival before that it changes over to Christmas. So we might do that for our birthdays, but a little late. Actual birthday, don't know. So no, I guess the answer is not really. And Rebecca has an on-topic question, which is, what is the smallest scrap I keep? Well, here's what I do. With the Best of Both Worlds kit, with the kit that I use all through the month with the lives, I keep everything through the month, even little things, and I just have this spot, a little foldery thing that I put them in. That's the mustard seed. And then, okay, I want just some of this off. Okay. Then at the end of the month, anything that's like tiny and not going to be used for anything, then that can go in the bin. And most of my scraps go in this basket that's in my drawer, or in my cupboard, like it's right underneath here. So in Maleficent, there's two top drawers, one with inks and one with pens and stuff and scissors. And then underneath is like a cabinet bit. And a big chunk of that cabinet is my scrap basket, which is free game for children who want to create stuff, or anyone looking to like mock up a house project. Scrap basket is free game. So I started then taking my Best of Both Worlds scraps and putting them in this separate basket that's over to the side. It's actually just under the camera where I can talk to you. But I don't know how long I should keep them in there. So I think soon, at some point, that is a very messy a messy term of soon. That is not probably anyone's real definition of the word soon. But yeah, then I will go through and figure out, is it time to just use it or lose it? Something like that. Georgia says, how do you actually store the past kits? Everything that's left over from the whole year and a bit's worth fits into one of those little IKEA organizers that I like so much and they've stopped selling. Yeah. So it's just there on my desk chair that I don't use as a chair. Shelves. You can find them everywhere. Okay, then the red needed to be over here, didn't it? Yes. So that it could be separate from the green. Oh, but I'm going to need a little bit more yellow on this side, I think. Hold on. Let's do yellow first. Wow, so there was a CK event in San Marcos, Texas, weekend before last. Tomorrow says don't go to Florida right now. Yeah, not doing international like that direction. Maybe France. Maybe. So we'll see. We'll just, everything we've got is on you can cancel up to 7 days without losing anything. So we're just going to keep pushing it out until we feel like it's cool. But to be fair, with the rules that they've said for October, I kind of feel like you are allowed to go to France now, and it's like, and it not be an emergency. Some of our rules before were kind of, or guidelines, or guidance, I guess. Guidance is probably the word to use. was kind of like, because at first it was really clear. It was like emergency travel only. And then it was emergency travel and business travel. And then they just kind of stopped using those words. And I was like, so does that mean it's okay to travel just because you want to travel now or not? And I know those of you in America are like, well, you can just do what you want. Of course you can. It's not, I don't know how to explain. Because obviously you can just go and do what you want. Like, if you want to go, you can go. But the guidance was kind of trying to put it into terms, originally, was trying to put it into terms of what would be most helpful. Yeah? And if you wanted to just go and do it, there was nothing to stop you. I mean, you had to take tests and that sort of stuff, but like, there was nothing saying, no, you can't do this. But I felt like there needed to be a statement that said, yes, now it's okay. You can just go on holiday. It's fine. So I feel like I need that in my life. I need someone to say, yes, it's fine at a government level. Just say, yep, you're cool. We're cool with it. But that's not how things work. Okay, a little bit of green on that side. There we go. A little messier than I would like over here, but we'll live. Then, what other stamps could we use to go with this? Dun, 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 dun. We have friends who went to Disneyland Paris last week, and they did wear masks a lot, but they had a good time. So, yeah. All right. What do we got? What do we got? I don't think I have any stamps about carousels. Not that I need to, but I'm just saying I don't. It might surprise you. But what about, do I go with my tried and true scribble stamps? I don't see why not. Oh, and this one looks good too. Okay, let's have these. Good old Crafty Jen. Okay. So I've got this up here, and I'm going to have a gathering down here, so I want some stamps in this section over here. So let's have... Oh, I didn't mean to stamp the same one there. Okay, ink the same one there. Lovely bit of orange. And then a bit of red. How is this going to stamp? Because this is a little extra juicy. But I think it's okay. Yeah. And one more down here. That can be in yellow. There. So those are all overlapped. Let's see. Hold on. Yeah. And then, so on that other stamp set, there's this like little dotty one. You see this bottom corner here? This one. So I'm going to do that in green. Like a little bit of confetti. And I think I'll repeat it in all three, well, all the spots that I'm going to stamp in. But for now, I have one there. Yes, love that. Okay, green up here as well. Like little bubbles. Okay. And then something over here, and this is going to be over here. Where'd my photo go? Here it is. Oh, no, that's not it actually. Hold on. I put it out of the way so it wouldn't get inky. It's here. Okay. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and stick that in place. Sorry, I'm a little bit off your screen there. Let's take that back. Okay. So then this one over here, maybe the other bit of stamping needs to be here. Okay. Sophia says, when stamping with the oxides, do you find they dry very quickly? See, not as quickly as I thought. It always feels like they dry really quickly, but not on this paper. I'm okay with that. They do dry relatively quickly, but yeah, not as quickly as I thought, clearly. But yeah, that's dry. I can't believe I just did that, but it's okay. It's gonna be fine. What did I say at the beginning of this video? I want it to be all nice and clean. Crisp. No. Okay. Also, because I'm the only one here, I have to make sure that I don't run over time and forget to pick up my child from school. But we're all good. We're all good. Okay. What else am I going to put on here? Fix that up. I'm going to have a little bit of text around here. I'm waiting for you to catch up with that and gasp in the comments. What? What did you just do that for? I know. Because I'm silly. Don't worry, Sophia. Do not worry at all. I'm the one who did it. Okay. Sorry, this is not going to be cute on the camera because I'm going to be covered up a little bit. There we go. That makes that bit better. Oh, leave all those there because they're a bit messy. Right. I think actually, if I do a second set of green dots in that corner, that's going to help too. I do think they take longer to dry on this paper. I didn't think about that. Don't worry, Sophia, it's fine. Okay. Right. Let's come over here. Let's do just this little section here. Now, so the question at the beginning was, how do I keep this one smaller than that one? Well, keep in mind that this was 2 placements of the stencil, one up here, one down here. I'm only going to do this side once. And that's going to be a big part of keeping it from exploding across the page. You know, so far, everything that's on here, you could do on normal paper, normal cardstock. You wouldn't need to have the foundations, although it just feels nice to work on. If you want to work fast, you could always heat set it. There's my yellow. Orange. Red. So red's going to go toward the center, and green is going to be on the outside. Debbie likes how the chevron pattern brings out the stripiness of the carousel. I like it too. I do. I'm liking this stencil for how versatile it will be. So I've got green here, so I want it to be kind of up here. Now, remember, every time I've done the green, I've offset the stencil. So I'm going to do that. That's it. Ready? Done. So this has to stay smaller because I'm not putting any more stenciling on there. Now, we'll, however, put some stamping on there and some little strips of paper. So we're going to go back to the 3 papers that made those border strips. Now, I could have just cheated this behind and done 1 set, but I haven't done. So this is the border punch. To answer the question earlier, that is too small to keep. Nope, that goes in the recycling bin. Nope. Got the yellow and the orange. See you tomorrow, Susan. Or in Tomorrowland, anyway. Orange was the scissors. The red. Sorry, Amy, I have to tear more paper. I hope you will still watch and not hit the unsubscribe. Okay. Me forever here, encouraging Amy and everyone else to cut paper, or to tear paper. Cut the paper too. Okay. So, smudge more. It's okay. Want this one to be about there. And the orange. So that's gonna go there. And then the red. Cutting. The scissors is just, I mean, it's not just, I suppose, but a lot of it is patience and practice, just like handwriting. Everything that is with your hands. Patience and practice. You need the muscle memory. You need scissors that feel like an extension of your hand. That's not going to be the same set of scissors for every human. Definitely not. Same thing with pens. Try all the pens, because one of them will feel best in your hand. Lost my coaster. Okay. Lindsay says, I never think to tear the paper, and then bam. Should I start being like Emerald? Bam. Does Emerald still have a cooking show? Is Emerald still a thing? I have no idea, but you saying bam just threw me back to college when Emerald was definitely a big thing. And we would all joke in our college kitchen of going, bam, I put some salt on it. Yep. Okay, so this one is smaller and needs some stamping. I'd really quite like the stamping to cover up this smudge. So I'm going to take the stamping in so that this kind of will join a little bit, but it will still be two separate spaces. We're going to roll with the smudge. Right. So I've got sunshine. I've got scribbles. Down here, what should I add? I mean, I can do the sunshine again. Or I can get a different set of stamps all together. Emerald is still around. It still has restaurants. Okay. Thank you for that, Tim. Thank you for that info. Debbie's going to call 911 for Amy and all of the tearing. But, oh no, was I going to a very strange speed for you, Amy? I'm sorry. And I'm glad that lots of you are braver with your cutting now. And maybe now you'll be braver with smudging ink. It's not the end of the world. It's fine. No biggie. Right. What kind of stamp should we put in this one? Oh, I just pulled this out. Does that, like these little kind of pie charty things? Geometric feels cool. Okay. Suze's singing. I got sunshine on a cloudy day. Yeah. I do. Orange. Let's go orange. Now that I've stamped a pie chart in orange, it looks like a literal orange. Did not think about that. It'll be fine. Oh, I can color in the center. Hold on. There's blocks to go in the middle. Oh, it's kind of smaller though. It's all right. I'm going to fill it in with yellow. Elaine says they would go nice with the vellum. They would indeed. Now it looks like fried egg. I'm getting better. Stamp one in green for some limes. All right. And then I'm going to add some squiggles. Some squiggly wiggles. All right. And the red again. I'm here for all the duets. Oh my goodness. Moments where songs make you feel old. Okay, so WB comes out of performing arts school yesterday and I say, what did you sing? That's always my first question. What did you sing today? And he says, oh, we sang a song from Trolls. Okay. Are you ready for this? We sang a song from Trolls. Okay, which one? True Colors from Trolls. I mean, I know it's in Trolls, but you and I know True Colors is not from Trolls. Correct? Correct? I'm old. Oh my. Right. And my green dots. The smudge is almost gone now here. It's almost gone. Okay. Then what other words have I got here? Oh, I'm gonna go with the so extra because he's got his bow tie on and everything. Boop, boop, boop. Yep. Oh, was I doing that color? Oh yeah, I haven't. Oh, the middle is yellow. Yeah, let's do yellow. Okay, I stamped it a bit harder than I should have. It's okay. I'm just going with the flow today. Yes. Now, so that card is going to go there with the fried egg on an orange. Love it. And then orange letter stickers are going to make a title, and I want something on here to cover this up. How am I doing for time? Okay, I can do this. Letter stickers. I think I was thinking about popping this up, but I think I'm just going to put it flat. See, I've got this little corner made from the sew and the extra, so it's going to go right in that corner. Orangina says, feeling old, you keep saying, yep, just like Ducky, and then transition to meh, like a teenager. Oh. No, Connie says her 30-year-old son's always learned songs from movies like Anchorman. No. Oh, sorry, Claire. I made Claire jump when I turned the camera back on. Okay, I need a title for this. What on earth am I going to call this? So while I think of a title, as if this is going to help me, but I will, I'll give you 30 seconds of this day. Yeah? So let's see if I can do it this time with the right buttons. Let's see. Here we go. That may have been really loud. I'm learning. But it did the right screen. Yay! Oh, Lindsay says there's a new soundtrack to go along with Dear Evan Hansen this week. No, I haven't heard the movie soundtrack yet. I've heard the stage soundtrack. Yeah. Okay, so that was the day, and it did. I didn't actually think it was going to help me pick a title, but it did. Because it reminded me of when I took this photo, this specific moment. So when you go to this place, it's called Bressingham Steam Gardens, I want to say, or it might be Steam Museum and Gardens. Anyway, it's called Bressingham. And it's all about things run by steam, so like steam engines. but also a steam-engined carousel. And with your entry fee, you could ride the carousel 3 times in a day. Although, to be fair, when it's quiet, I don't think they care how many times you ride. But anyway, you could get 3 rides. And we'd done 2 rides, and everybody else was in our big group, it was all family, were deciding to head to the car. And WB was like, can we ride one more time? So that's what it needs to be, right? It needs to be one more time. So let's see. Yes. Yes. Yeah, I'm good. Yep, okay. So, where for it to go? Here, down, the vertical. Here, in this little gap here. Here, in this little gap here. Do. I kind of like the idea of running it on the side. I think it'd be the right. I'm gonna try it. Go with flow, Shamel. That's what you're doing today. I feel like it's just the right spot for it today. Okay, 1. One more go, one more time. I think he said time. Okay. I think this spot is good for the scale of the title to the rest of the page elements, but if your title was a different size, like different number of letters or different letter stickers, I think just leave the I undotted. Then you could move it into some other places because you've got options there. You could build a title in this space, you could build it down here, but I like it there. Yep. Okay. It needs a serious amount of confetti because originally I was going to do a bit more watery type work, but now that I've smudged the stuff that wasn't even watery, I feel like, no. So, yeah. Let's do a bunch of enamel dots. What do I got here? A red pack. I've got a yellow pack. Whoop. Pink. Don't need pink. It's a kind of orangey color there. Okay. Is that enough dots to make it work? Oh, and maybe even these little gold ones. Let's see. Right. Which red? That red. Okay. Orangina says this layout is reminding her of the days when I did an album, a Disney album that was mostly pages on white cardstock. Because I was like, I'm going to defeat white cardstock. It will no longer be my nemesis. Okay. Now what about these golden ones? Sophia says it still faintly blows her mind to see Chamel using white cardstock at all, to be honest. Me too. Me too. All right, what are the smallest ones that I've got here? Okay, but now I feel like I need green. I know, I've just done groups of 3. So I'm going to break all the rules now. I need green enamel dots. Going back in for green. Oh, I've got green gems here. Let's do green gems. This one's in the wrong place. Where should this one go? Okay. Amy says, I want a Disney class without white cardstock now. But the Disney class doesn't have lots of white cardstock. The Disney white cardstock pages were a different trip. So yeah, if you want the Disney class without white cardstock, it exists. It's already there. It has a gazillion videos. Okay, and this is going to get covered up. Let's just use a good old label punch. I'm going to do one layer of orange. Oh, hi Casey, I hope everything was all right at the doctor's. And yellow. I'll do some finishing notes and go to school. Need something there. Green dot is too small. Red dot might be big enough. But I think that's kind of silly. What else can I put on there? Maybe just do the tiny label in red, actually. Where's the little one? Oh, of course, where'd it go? There it is. There it is. Yeah. All 3 sets. All 3 sizes of labels. Right there to cover up the bit that says composition. Okay, so how am I going to finish this? Journaling's going to go on here. There's going to be gold mist all over it. Mist, mist, mist. Where the mist falls. Yes. And then if it needs a little bit more stamping, the thing to do would be to use more filler stamps. So, you know, more of these little types, either the squiggles or the little dots. So I might bring a grouping in here or something if it feels a little bit, a bit more. Elaine says, Chamel, it's nearly 3 p.m. Yeah, I'm aware, but I'm good. I don't have to leave exactly at 3. Oh, something's loose there. Okay. Oh, that was the gold dot. It has no glue. Hold on. I thought it was just a scrap of paper. Okay. All right, so little things you could do to change this if you wanted. This could be a 3x4 photo, and then you could journal onto the white background. Here's what it would look like if you did it horizontally. Instead of vertical columns, you did horizontal columns. So this could be a landscape, and this could be another photo, but you then have your heavier item at the top of the page. So if you did it this way, it would be a little disarming as you got to it. And that's okay if that's what you want. If you don't want it to feel like nice and comfortable and homey. If it's like everybody having a big happy hug or something, or you're all sitting on a sofa, then you probably wanted the other way around. And you put your title up at the top and a journaling card here, or a smaller photo, and the bigger photo at the bottom. Yeah. But there are times when you want the heavier item at the top because it feels right for the story. But it would kind of need to be a story where you want it to feel just a little unexpected. Yeah. Okay. So if you want, oh, I forgot to hold this up for a screenshot, but there you go. I'll give you this. Oh, did it just come up with a giant subscribe button on your screen, or is that just on my preview screen? I didn't actually do anything to make that happen. And then it just went away. I have no idea why that happened, so sorry if that was blocking your view of anything. I didn't do it on purpose. If you want to screenshot the now very messy sketch, it's there. Ding, 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 ding. And if you want to screenshot the video, it's here. Should I do my thumbnail picture? It's like the awkward selfie kind of moment. Okay, so we'll do this. I have to remember which way to hold it. This side, yay! So, there we go. Now, so that's today's video. Thank you so much for joining me today. Have a wonderful week, and I'll be live again Friday morning, 9:30 in the morning UK time, which you can watch on the replay if you like. If you enjoy this sort of stuff, I really appreciate a thumbs up, and if you're new, you could subscribe. That'd be amazing. And if you watch from Tomorrowland, hello in the future. Leave a comment and say hello. I would love to just know that you're here and just hi, okay? Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you very soon. And I'll cut now to my exit screen. Yeah?